All right, welcome back for Chapter 6, Lesson 5. We're going to be multiplying polynomials. So the objective is to multiply to polynomials. That's it. So to multiply monomials, mono means one, right? So it's one term, and polynomials, which poly means many, so many terms, you will use some of the properties of exponents that you learned earlier in this chapter. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get started with example 1. So what we have here with example 1 is we're going to be multiplying monomials. So we have one thing here and it's multiplied by one thing here. So we're just going to multiply these. So to do that, first I see that there's some numbers multiplied by each other, and then I see that there's some y's. They have the same base and different exponents. So when they have the same base and they're multiplied by each other, remember we just add those exponents. So first we're going to go 6 times 3, which is 18. And then we have y to the third power multiplied by y to the fifth, which is the product rule. We write that base once, and we just go 3 plus 5, which ends up being 18y to the 8th power. And that is the answer. All right, let's look at the next one here. So there's a little bit more going on. We have this monomial multiplied by this monomial. We're going to do the numbers first. 3 times 9 is 27. And then I see that we have a base m here and a base m here. They're multiplied by each other, so that means we're going to write it once and do the product rule, which means we add the exponents. This m has an exponent of 1. This has an exponent of 2, so it's going to be 1 plus 2. And then we have n and n here, so we're going to write it once, and it's going to be multiplied. They're multiplied by each other, so that means we're going to add the exponents here. So we have 2 plus 1 there. And then just simplify. 27, m to 1 plus 2 is 3, n to the 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have our answer right there. Perfect. Okay, let's look at the 1c. This one's a little bit more complicated. So let's see here. I see some numbers. I see S's and I see T's, and everything's multiplied by each other. So first I'm going to do, actually I see there's a negative here, so I'm going to figure out what the sign is. This is positive, this is positive, this is negative. So positive times a negative, that means the answer is going to be negative. Okay? Then it's going to be 1/4 times 12, right? 1/4 times 12. I know that if I make this a fraction, and I'm multiplying fractions, so 4 and 12 have a common factor of 4. 4 goes into 4 one time, 4 goes into 12 3 times. So that means I'm just going to be left with 3. So negative 3, 1/4 of 12 is 3. And let's start with S's. So I have S squared times S times S. So we're going to do the product rule, which means we write S one time and then we add the exponents. So we have 2 plus, this has an exponent of 1. And this has an exponent of 1. And then we go to the t's. We have t. These are all multiplied, so we're going to do product rule again. 2 plus 1 plus 2. And then we just simplify. Negative 3, s to the 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 1 plus 4. And then t to the 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. So that is our answer. And that is that. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next one. Ooh, check it out. Example 1. So I want you to go ahead and try A and B, okay? Here is my friend, the pause dragon. I need you to pause your device. When you get done, press play and we'll go over it together. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, let's see how you did. So here, we're going to go do the numbers first. 3 times 6. Oh, sorry about that. I shook it. 3 times 6 is 18. And then we have x to the third times x squared. It's going to be product rule. We're going to go 3 plus 2, 18x to the 5th power. Boom, shakalaka. If you got that right, great job. Let's look at the next one. We have this monomial multiplied by this monomial. We're going to do the numbers first. 2 times 5 is 10. And then we have r to the base 2. That's just it. There's no other r, so we just write r squared. But they do have a t times t to the third, so that's going to be product rule again. That's to the first power, 1 plus 3. So that's going to be t to the fourth. So if you got both of those right, great job. Okay, on to C. I want you to go ahead and try this one on your own. So here's my friend, the pause dragon. Remind you to pause your device, work it out. When you get done, press play. We'll talk about it together. Okay, let's see how you did. Yes. So what I see here is everything's positive, so that means my answer is going to be positive. Then I see some numbers, 1/3 times 12, right? 1/3 times 12 is just 4. Then I see x, so product rule, x to the 2 plus 3. And then y, they have the same base, so it's going to be y 1 plus 4. And then it's going to be z 2 plus 5. And yeah, then we just simplify. And there we have it. There is our answer. All right. Perfect. That is it for example 1. I'll see you in a little bit for example 2.